Hey guys. So, I am back. My name is Queen Vonnie or Queen Chavonne or yeah, welcome to my channel. So, I'm not going to take much of your time today. I am just going to debrief you guys on how my 14-day fast went. It was a little bit different this time, different from the normal than the usual. Usually when I do a fast, I only consume distilled water. And this fast was a little bit different. So I actually made it to 15 days. Yay me. But yeah, so what I was doing was I was taking these capsules, and I will put in the description what is in the capsules. They're all Dr. Sebi approved herbs. And I will put in the description what was in the herbs, and I'll also let you guys know where I bought my herbs from, and yeah, and where you can get them if you would like to try it yourself. So yeah, I was taking 3 capsules a day for the first 6 days, but then I stopped taking the capsules. Only because it's hard for me to take capsules. It's hard for me to take pills, period. I've always kind of been that way. So I would just got really frustrated. And that's literally the only reason why I stopped taking them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to order some herbs, but I'm going to get it in the tea form so that I can drink the herbs instead of taking a capsule, so I can continue my process and the progress that I was getting just by taking the herbs for 6 days and fasting. So on day 1, I weighed myself, and I weighed at 175 pounds. And so day 1, I was still craving my sweets. I was still smoking cigarettes. I peed probably like 20 times because my body was just, getting adjusted to consuming a full gallon of water a day again. Because on my regular day-to-day, I do not consume a full gallon of water a day. So yeah, I probably consume like 3/4 of a gallon or half a gallon just on my regular daily lifestyle. Just because I'm so hydrated now because I drink water all day, every day. But anyway, so that was day 1. Day 2, I noticed like my hips were extremely sore, super sore, and I only got like 3 hours of sleep. So when I'm fasting, I don't sleep. I can't sleep for whatever reason. Like, I just cannot fall asleep. On day 3, I weighed 169 pounds. So I started at 175 pounds day 1, and day 3 I was down to 169 pounds. So I lost what, 6 pounds in 3 days. And that was, taking the capsules, and I was drinking spring water, where typically I usually drink distilled water. So I really feel like the herbs really helped out, give me that major bump, because I usually don't lose that much weight at one time when doing like a fast, especially where I am now with my journey. I've been fasting on and off for going on, it'll be 2 years in December. So to lose 6 pounds in 3 days at my stage was like, yeah, those, I gave it all up to the herbs, because I was also pooping. So I was detoxing. Stuff was coming out of my body. So yeah, they were working, and that's what the herbs do. They just help with detoxing your body and your blood, and healing your cells on a cellular level. So that's what was going on. Furthermore, I was also taking Eyebright, which is their eye drops that I was putting into my eyes. The young lady that I purchased my herbs from, she also makes the eye drops as well. She'll already mix it up for you, so you don't have to worry about doing anything yourself. I I was a little nervous the first time ever using it, obviously because I'm putting something in my eye. But then I had to really think about it, like the amount of stuff that I put in my eye and I have no idea what it is. So at least I know what this is. Eyebright is an actual herb. You can look it up yourself if you want to know more information about Eyebright. That is the layman's term for the herb. So it's Eyebryght, Eyebright. So it helps cure eye disease, and it literally, day one, I felt a major difference. I had a headache. Why did I have a headache? Because my glasses, my prescription was now no longer what I needed. So the eye drop started to work immediately for me. And I work on computers every day, all day. So I stopped using the eye drops and the herbs around the same time. But I can tell you that the eye drops were working. It felt like I was going through like allergy season, like really bad allergy season. My eyes just couldn't stop watering and itching, but it was the mucus. The mucus was being pulled out of my body and it was coming out of my eyes, which then, made your eyes itch or whatever. But that's why she suggests for you to take the 2 drops before you go to bed, so your eyes are not as irritated during the day, because you drain a lot of mucus from your eye. So yeah, that's how it was. So day 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or by day 8 I lost 10 pounds. I was down to 165 pounds. One of the things that I noticed during this fast was I got a rash, which was different for me. Usually I don't go on a long fast. I usually fast for like 5 days, and then I'll eat for 2 days, and then I'll fast for 5 days, then I'll eat for 2 days, or I'll fast for 4 days, then I'll eat for 3 days, or I would just be OMAD and I would just eat once a day before I went to bed. And yeah, so this was a little different for me. I was really emotional. I got really, really emotional about day 8, 9, 10. It was really like it didn't really stop until I was at like day 13, day 14. So from like day 8 to like day 14, I was just really emotional. I wasn't near my cycle at all. Had nothing to do with my cycle. I just feel like I was just going through a lot emotionally, like spiritually. One of my close friends in my life, one of my childhood friends, decided that they no longer wanted me in their life. And it was just a lot that was going on while I'm taking this fast. And I'm like, man, why is all this going on? I'm trying to give up cigarettes, and I'm trying to do this 14-day water fast, and life is just not stopping. But life never stops. So I could have used that as a reason for me to stop my process, but I didn't. I chose to continue to work towards what I wanted, and mission accomplished. So my total weight loss during this 14-day fast was about 11 pounds. And for me, I feel like that's really good. For someone else who's used to losing, my first fast, I lost 21 pounds in 8 days. So that could be discouraging for some people, but it's not discouraging for me because I can see the changes in my body during my 14-day fast. From my last video to this video, if you look at the last video and you look at this video, you should be able to look at me and tell and see a difference in my face and my shoulders, like my shoulder blades, my neck. You can tell a difference. My waist, you can tell a difference. So my arms, you could tell a difference. We had an event. Chris James was speaking in Maryland, and one of the ladies was just like, "You lost over 100 pounds?" And I'm like, "I did." And she's like, "Where's your loose skin?" And I was just like, I don't have any. So I, you know, lifted my shirt up a little bit and I showed her my belly. And there, people were just mind blown, but it's very possible. It's not impossible. It's a complete opposite. So this journey is, every time I do like a fast like this, I always get impressed all over again. Like, during the fast, I'm like, I am never doing this again. But that's not true, because I still have work to do. I still have a lot of work to do. I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to do the detox again, with the tea this time. So yeah, I told you about the rashes that happened. That was different. I did get nauseous. I felt nauseous, but I didn't actually, you know, do anything. And yeah, so for the most part, it was a really smooth fast as far as physically. What affected me the most during this fast was the emotional and the spiritual transition that happened during this process for me. I spent a lot of time by myself. I was in solitude for majority of my fast. So I got to think a lot, and I got to reevaluate a lot of things. And so I was cleansing my body and cleansing my mind at the same time. And I feel like that's part of the reason why I ended up losing one of my close friends, is because I was detoxing spiritually, and that particular person was not good for me in my life, and it just all happened at the same time. Like, and you know, I feel like I'm a very not very, but I feel like I am a spiritual person. I do speak aloud, and I talk to my ancestors, and I ask for guidance and like help me out. And some people may call it praying. It's whatever. I'm not one to judge, and I hope no one is trying to judge me. This is just my life and what I do, and this is what I went through during my transition on my 14 days without putting food into my body. So, yeah, I'm in a better place now mentally, and it's crazy because like I broke down. Like, I was really breaking down. Like, nothing is making any sense to me. I just need clarity. Like, I don't understand. Like, how could you just, how, my mind was just racing. And then it was just like, and I had it, and just understanding just came over me. Like, I had to just, you know, it's like I flushed the toilet, right? So you could see all the mess in there, and the toilet was flushed. And then next thing you know, I had a brand new, clean water bowl in the toilet. Toilet bowl was clean, fresh water. Like, that's how I felt doing my fast spiritually. Like, I had a bunch of garbage going on, and it just, the button got flushed, and all the garbage went away, and now I have a fresh bowl. I am a fresh bowl, if that makes sense. I don't, that's kind of gross that I compare myself to like a toilet bowl, but you get what I'm saying. That's how I feel. So this was a really good fast for me. I'm going to do it again. I like challenging myself. It's not even about the weight loss for me anymore, because, you know, I've got past that portion. And I'm actually gonna start doing calisthenics. So I'm gonna start working out using my own body weight. Yeah, so you guys are gonna get to see, my body's just gonna continue to change. Just know I'm the same person, okay? My body may change, but my mind, my heart, my mind they also change as well. But they're only changing for the better. I'm changing for the better. But yeah, so the fast it went pretty well. Of course, I had some rough patches, but in the end, it was all worth it. I have pictures on my Instagram page. My Instagram name is Queen Avani. I'm sorry, that's not my Instagram. My Instagram page is Queen Chavonne. My YouTube is Queen Avani. That's right. Queen Chavonne is my Instagram page. QueenChavonne. You can come check it out. I really haven't figured out this whole uploading videos on YouTube thing, and pictures, and like editing and all of that. So I'm sorry. But if you want to see the updated version of me compared to the last version of me, I do post pictures on Instagram so that you guys can see that information, so you don't just think that I'm making it up as I go. Because that's definitely not the case. But yeah. So I think that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I am an open book when it comes to this fasting and my health. I did want to, well, I'm excited to see how my next cycle is going to be, because typically when I fast and I have a cycle, it's the easiest cycle I've ever had. So I'm really excited to see how my body is going to act when, after just doing this 14-day fast, and when I have my next cycle. You know, I'm curious to see how my body's going to act, because usually it's not fun, and it's painful, and I feel nauseous and lethargic, and yeah, so I'm excited to see what happens. And if you have any questions, hit me up. If you would like to see more videos, like and subscribe. And if you know anyone who's struggling or feels like they're struggling with losing weight, whether it's, you know, 5 pounds, 10 pounds. Some people feel like losing 10 pounds is very hard to do. And as I stated in the beginning of this video, I lost 6 pounds in 3 days. So yeah, it's really not hard to do as far as working out and things like that. It's only hard mentally. It's only as hard as you allow it to be inside your mind. If I can go for 14 days, you guys can go for 5 and 6 and 3 and 2. Yeah, you can do it. So yeah, we're in this together. I'm sorry if I don't have a lot of energy today. I'm a little tired. I just got off of work, and I'm like, let me go ahead and give them an update before they beat me up. So this is it. But yeah, if you have any questions, hit me up, let me know. A healthy alternative is the group on Facebook, and you can feel free to like the page on Facebook as well, and subscribe to the page on Facebook as well, and even join the group if you haven't already. And also a healthy alternative is on Instagram as well, and you can join that or like that page or follow that page, and you can also hit me up directly if you have any questions, or if you just need to feel some support, or if everyone around you is being negative and they don't understand what you're doing is to actually make you a better version of yourself. I am here. If you just need someone positive who's on your team, who's on your side, and they want you to win, and they're going to encourage you because they believe in you, hit me up. I am here. I am here. You know, I know how it feels to feel like you're failing and you can't do it, and you just want to give up. I know what that feels like. And I know what it feels like to talk yourself out of feeling like that. You literally have to talk yourself out of feeling like that sometimes. And especially if there's no one else around there to do it for you. You know, you're not going to always have somebody to encourage you. So sometimes you have to take accountability and encourage yourself. And that's where the self-will, determination, willpower, that all comes into play. You have to build yourself back up. If you go to your mom's house and you're in the middle of your 5-day fast and she's making your favorite meal from back in the day when you was a child, what are you going to do? Are you going to eat it and mess up the 5 days that you just made it through, those hard 5 days you just made it through, so you can have this one satisfying moment of time and stop everything, all of your progress that you did? You know, or would you just say, Mom, put me a plate to the side. You can put it in the freezer and eat it when you're done, when you're off your fast. She can make it again. But you can't make back the progress that you just lost. I mean, you can definitely stop, eat, and then start another, 8-day fast or whatever. But you don't have to do that if you don't want to. It's ultimately your choice. It's all in your mind. This is all a mind game. You're not physically going to feel like you can't fast. You're not physically going to feel like, oh, my stomach hurts, I can't take it. No. Oh, another thing, your mouth is going to taste disgusting. That was the worst part of my fast. During the whole fast was my mouth. Also, I had underarm odor, that does not happen to me. So when I tell you this fast was an actual fast, like I wasn't fasting, I was fasting, okay? I was detoxing everything. Like I was Funky Betty for sure. It was not cool, but it was cool because I needed to get that out of my body. But I said all that to say, you can do it because I'm doing it. And I'm not going to say I did it. I'm doing it. Currently, we're doing it. We got to. So, if you have any questions, hit me up. Okay? If you just want me to make a video just because you want to see my face, hit me up. Yeah, I don't have a time schedule on when I'm going to do another fast because that's not how I roll. I don't like putting pressure on myself. And I hope that you don't put pressure on yourself either. Stress is not good for you, whether you're stressing yourself out or someone else is stressing you out. But we stress ourselves out more than we realize, So that's what I have to tell myself. I stress myself out more than everybody else in the world. But yeah. All right. I love you guys. Don't forget, self-love is probably one of the most important things on this journey. Remember that. Sip, sip. Sip, sip. Never quit. And self-love. Right? All right. Auf Wiedersehen. I will see you another time.